Hey guys, and welcome back to part 4 of the Megaman X playthrough. Last time we beat Armored Armadillo. And he is the, sentence. Launch Octopus, guys. Hey, Launch Octopus, welcome. Too bad you are weak to Armored Armadillo, so you won't be welcome for long. But I always welcome this pretty sweet bassline that starts up every time. This is also another one of the really great themes of the game, and it's the water level. All right, cool. So if you're familiar, if you've been watching my channel, I've been doing Sonic. So Sonic does not like water, and I think everyone knows that by now. Well, how does Mega Man feel about the water? Well, honestly, Mega Man's quite the opposite, and probably the only character to feel this way, because as far as I can tell, Mega Man likes the water, even though you would think that he wouldn't, because, you know, he's a robot and he would probably malfunction, but he's one of the new generation of Reploids after all, I guess, so I guess Dr. Light gave him... Actually, even the original Mega Man was like this, so, you know, Dr. Light's really good at designing robots who don't give a damn about the water, so... Anyway, so what... Mega Man pretty much acts like he always would in the water, you know, as opposed to him on land. But the one difference is he jumps higher. So, he jumps way higher. Like, I think you've already seen it, or you're gonna see it now. Where I jump, and I could have kept holding... Yeah, look at that. Look at all that distance I got from one jump. And that's not even holding the jump and down full, you know, till I can get full height. So, you know, Mega Man does not care about the water. He's pretty much, you know, like, oh, water? Cool. Well, that's the same as land to me, so who cares? And he feels the same way about space, trust me. So, he just doesn't like spikes or magma, or fire. So, you know, that's Mega Man's weakness. Anyway, I should probably talk about the stage, right? Oh god, I almost died there. Spikes are instant kill, and they're definitely instant kill while we're facing this boss fight over here, this fun, loving guy, who always annoys me because apparently he's weak to, you know, Spark Mandrill's weapon, but I did not know that at first. I just was trying weapons to see what worked. I would usually just hammer him with the Mega Buster until he, you know, dies, but, you know, with that arena back there, you couldn't really do that because he has these attacks that suck you in and push you away. So, again, it's fine on the first attempt, but the second time you fight him, you know, there are spikes everywhere and there are gaps, so, you know. Anyway, careful with that guy. But with the submarine, you want to jump on this submarine right here and destroy it. Apparently, it's destroyed quickly with Flame Mammoth's weapon. It will crash into the ground, like you've just seen right there, and it will uncover a new pathway. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. That's unique. We never see that anywhere. Anyway, charge up your Storm Tornado, because here's a mini-boss, another mini-boss in this stage. Stage love that sort of thing. But one charged Storm Tornado, and it will go down like nothing. That is super helpful to know, because that guy's usually really annoying. And when you beat him, you uncover the hard tank. That's easily the one we had to go the most out of our way for. Like, seriously. You have to destroy the submarine first, which I think is like the third turbine, or third, you know, this thing I'm standing on right here. You run into. The first one just takes you up to a platform where you can get some extra health. The second one goes nowhere, and the third one takes you to the submarine. So, yeah. Or the boat, anyway, the watercraft. Anyway, the dragon mini-boss is here again, and, you know, he's gone again, so... sorry, dragon, maybe next time. Not today, though. And with that, we are at the boss, and if I have something to say about the boss right off the bat, is that, well, first I'm gonna try to get some extra health, because I'm really inconsistent with this one. I'm gonna use the weakness, but this is easily the one fight that the weakness really does not, you know, he doesn't care about it, really. Launch Octopus does not care to, it's supposed to be his weakness, it is, technically, but it's the only one that doesn't really stun the boss it's strong against. Like, you know, usually if you're fighting Spark Mandrill and you use Chef Penguin's weapon, oh look, he gets briefly frozen when you know, shoot him with it. But here, Launch Octopus likes to shoot a lot of projectiles and small fishes, missiles and fish. And you see, I don't want to die, so I'm using the sub-tank here. Good demonstration of them though. But you know, he likes to do that tornado that pulls you in, and whenever he lands, he always likes to shoot a lot of things. So usually your rolling shield rather it's called, will run into those things and get destroyed. It doesn't go through any other weapons. So it's really inconvenient to use. So it's not really that good of a weapon on its own, really. Plus, he doesn't get stunned when you hit him with it, so this makes it easily one of the... It does good damage, but you know, you're going to be taking a lot of damage with all the jumping around and shooting that Launch Octopus is doing. Like, look at all these missiles. Jesus, dude, easy. Anyway, I used all my sub-tanks. Wow, look at that. I'm going to have to fill them all up over again. And I used all my weapon energy. Just, wow. I probably could have done the fight better as a player, but again, as I said, it's a pretty, it's one of the tougher fights, even with the weakness. So, but, you know, now he's dead. He's gone. He's not gonna haunt us anymore, so goodbye, Launch Octopus. It's also one of the stranger weaknesses, because Armored Armadillo, considered to be the Earth-type Maverick, well, they're all named after animals, but, you know, Armored Armadillo, I always seemed like Sonic the Hedgehog, and he was burrowing through the ground and whatnot, so I considered him the Earth guy, and he's strong against Launch Octopus, the guy underwater, so... I'm sorry, I'm a Pokemon fan, guys. This is not going well with my Pokemon logic, where water beats Earth. But, you know, who cares? Anyway, now we're going on to Boomer Kuwanger. What kind of name is that? Boomer Kuwanger? I have no idea, but, okay, Boomer Kuwanger. Another one of the pretty awesome themes. Again, this soundtrack is amazing. This soundtrack is amazing. I love it. Anyway, Boomer Kuwanger's stage starts off with this vertical, you know, section, and it introduces one of the more unique enemies. The enemies that you see right there on the wall, the red guys that shoot at you. And this obstacle that I'm going to talk about now, because it doesn't show up again until the end of the game. Between those two dots, there are going to be lasers firing. If you run into the lasers, you won't get hurt, but if you do run into the lasers while active, those, you know, stationary turrets or whatever are going to shoot at you, so... Stationary turret, whatever. They're going to shoot at you, so, yeah. And they're pretty accurate and fast, too, so you're most likely going to get hit. You can't dodge, but you're most likely going to get hit. And, yeah, filled with all these guys that, take quite a bit to destroy. They take a lot of hits. But, which actually brings me to a tip about Megaman X. I think it only applies to this game and its sequel, X2, none of the others. Is that when you dash, if you shoot... by the way, careful of the spikes, this elevator section is not easy. But hey. When you dash and then shoot while dashing, that actually does, I think, double damage. Like, if one regular pellet while you're standing or jumping does 1 bar of damage, this would do 2. So, and I think it applies to all of his charge shots as well. At least I think so, I haven't tested it out. But I know that for a fact that at least his dashing pellet does more damage than his standing pellet. So that's honestly my best tip for you when you want to do a lot of damage while on the move. So, yeah, and I've been using it a lot too in this playthrough. If you watch my previous parts, I've actually... Any opportunity I get where I can dash, where I have space to dash, and then still shoot up and hit something, hit the boss or whatever I'm hitting, I'm gonna take that opportunity and hit that boss. Yeah. And anyway, this stage is a vertical climb. Most of it is a vertical climb. Actually, all of it is a vertical climb because we're climbing outside the tower now, and we're gonna be climbing inside the tower. But ooh, look, a heart tank. Oh, how do we get it? That's not a dash jump isn't gonna get that. Well, usually we'd want Boomer Kuwanger's weapon to get it, but you can use Chill Penguin's weapon. When it's fully charged, the platform will take you away. You can jump off of it to get that. So, usually, well, the weapon we're gonna get from this guy, again, Boomer Kuwanger, I think you can guess it's gonna be a boomerang weapon, obviously. So, by the way, the weapon we got from Launch Octopus, we're gonna see it in just a few here, but it's pretty much a homing missile, and it's pretty awesome to hit stuff when you're on the go. But yeah, Boomer Kuwanger's weapon is really useful because it helps you get quite a number of items that, you know, Megaman X can't get by himself because he can't actually get to those areas. One of which was actually the Heart Tank and Spark Mandrill stage. If you remember, I got that by using a dash jump, but I think the intended way to get that was actually to, you know, to use Boomer Kranger's weapon when you got it. So, okay. Anyway, we're at the boss himself. He is weak to launch octopus homing missile. And he likes to teleport all over the place, so yeah. And he's a Coanger. I don't know what Coanger is supposed to be modeled off of. But he likes to bull rush you. I don't think Coanger is modeled off of anything really, but he likes to bull rush you. And the thing is, launch octopus weapon really helps with this guy. It does knock him back though, so it really is useful. And as you can tell, I'm homing here on the wall, and he only likes to do 3 things. He can shoot boomerangs at you, which is his only, you know, long-range attack, which I think is the only thing that can knock you off the wall. If you're on the ground, he's gonna charge you and then throw you into the wall. And otherwise, he's just gonna teleport around to kind of, I guess, confuse you and play some mind games, I guess. But again, when I was on the wall, he only teleports, by the way, when he's like in the second phase of that fight. So yeah. But when I was on the wall, he was no issue, and this is the weapon we get from him. Alright, that has been it for this part though. Come back for part 5 when we finish off the final Maverick.